Yesterday, we went looking for a train. Now, around here, sometimes you've got to make your own entertainment. And apparently, yesterday, our entertainment was train hunting. We headed down to Noel, Missouri, hoping to catch one coming through town. I had the whole thing pictured in my head. We'd hear the horn coming through the hills, the train would come rolling through town, and I'd get that perfect shot. Well, we waited around for a while, and eventually we decided if we're going to be sitting waiting on a train, may as well get a bite to eat. So we stopped and had some supper. After we finished eating, Eric went to pay, and I decided to walk on down Main Street towards the railroad tracks, see if anything was happening. And wouldn't you know it, I found the train. There's just one little problem. It wasn't going anywhere. It was just sitting there. Apparently nobody told the railroad that we were coming. Poor planning on their part. So I stood there looking at this big old train that we'd been waiting for. And even though it wasn't the dramatic shot that I'd pictured in my head, it got me to thinking about the old railroad days. Especially those old railroad lanterns. So naturally, I came home and decided I needed to carve one. So that's what normal people do, right? So here we go. Right now I've got a piece of wood, I've got my router, and a picture. And whether all three of those things agree with each other by the time I'm finished remains to be seen. But that's half the fun. One of my favorite parts of carving is watching something slowly appear in the wood. You start with some lines on a board, you make a few cuts, you add a little detail, and eventually you start thinking, hey, that actually looks like what I was trying to make. Which is always encouraging, because if I have to explain that it's a railroad lantern when I'm finished, we may have a problem. While I was working on this, I started reading a little more about railroad lanterns. Those lanterns weren't just there to help the railroad workers see at night. They were also used to send signals. The way someone moved that lantern could tell the train crew to stop, move ahead, back up, or slow down. Think about that. No cell phone, no text message. You couldn't just call and say, hey Earl, hold up a minute. You had a lantern. Simple, but it worked. And that's one thing I like about old tools and the old ways of doing things. They didn't have to be fancy. They just had to work. Around the Ozarks, we understand that pretty well. If you've ever repaired something with baling wire, duct tape, or a part that absolutely did not come from the manufacturer, you're probably one of us. Now we're getting into the details. There's an old woodworking saying, measure twice, cut once. Then there's the Ozarks version. You stare at it for 20 minutes, scratch your head and say, I reckon that'll work. And you go for it. But little by little, this old lantern is starting to show up in the wood. And that's the part I love. We went to Noel looking for one thing. We came home with an idea for something completely different. Sometimes the best stories happen that way. You don't plan them, you just stumble across them. And now, here she is. An old railroad lantern carved right here at Raney Ridge. All because we went looking for a train that wouldn't move. I'd say we still got something pretty good out of the trip. And while I was carving it, I kept thinking about those old lanterns. They weren't big enough to light up the whole railroad. They didn't need to be. They just needed to shine far enough for somebody else to see the signal. Maybe that's a pretty good reminder for the rest of us. You don't have to do something huge to make a difference. Sometimes it's just a phone call, a kind word, a little encouragement, something that tells another person, hey, keep going, you're headed the right way. You don't have to light up the whole ridge. Sometimes you just need to hold the lantern. And I think that's a pretty good place to leave this one. We went looking for a train, stopped for supper, came home with the story. We'll see y'all next time.